Happy Monday, everyone. I'm student meteorologist Sammy Squires.
And I'm student meteorologist Ariana Goldstein, and we're here with you tonight for your 4FSU weather update for the week ahead. So yes, it is Monday, the start of the week. I hope you guys had a great Monday today.
And weekend as well, with these cooler temperatures and these cooler temperatures to continue throughout the rest of the week as well.
Yes, it felt amazing outside. It was finally feeling like fall today.
You know, I've been waiting and waiting for the colder temperatures, and I wake up this morning and I'm like, oh, it's so cold.
I know. Like, we're up north girls, so we're like used to it, but like not really. Like, my roommate, she was like, it's so cold. I'm like, it is cold, but why is it cold right now? Like, I'm used to this stuff, but it feels great outside. It's
yeah,
beautiful.
We're used to those 90-degree days, and we were struggling to get to 80 today.
Yeah, so, I think we can wave goodbye to those 90 degrees. For sure, hopefully. Like,
hopefully, yes.
You never know this time of the year, honestly. But we've got a lot coming to you in this weather update. Tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit about the hurricane that is hitting Mexico in the next few days and flooding in Texas. It's going to be a very interesting show. We're going to see those temperatures drop at the end of the week too, even more than today.
And of course, we'll give you more of a local look as well, looking into the southeast specifically.
Yes, it's going to be a great show, but right now we're going to send it to the wall with Melissa.
Thank you, guys. Speaking of the fall weather, currently we are sitting at a beautiful 74 degrees, slightly cloudy. Those winds are coming out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour. Our current conditions, kind of very similar temperatures across the Big Bend area, varying from 74 in Tallahassee up to 72 Thomasville, a little bit warmer in Perry as we go further south. Those low humidities for us are bringing partly cloudy conditions, mostly cloudy conditions across the Big Bend. Not too much rain in there, as like I said, low humidity temperatures. It's going to keep it cloudy more than it will rainy. Tonight's forecast, we chill down to a 61, 60 in Monticello, maybe a 59 in a Bainbridge. Tomorrow we start off real chilly, warm up to a nice cool 74 degrees, real chilly fall temperatures for us. And moving into the local forecast tonight, we're going to check out our chilly mornings ahead, a front that's going to bring in the higher rain chances by the end of the week, and the full work week forecast for your considerations. And I will hand it off to Ariana for a look at our local weather today.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at that time lapse from earlier this morning. You could see that beautiful sunrise and that clear sky that came into us this morning, and then those clouds were starting to come towards us this afternoon, and by this time right now, it is a little bit cloudy outside, but it feels very nice. It's starting to finally feel like fall. Those temperatures were perfect for walking around. For once, I was not sweating walking to class today. But right now, what you can expect if you walk outside, you're going to feel a 74-degree temperature. It is cloudy, and it's not going to be too windy. It is a perfect night, not sunny. You may not see the sunset tonight, but it's going to feel good outside if you walk out there right now. Like I said, it's 74 in Tallahassee, but up above us in Quincy, you're at 73, Thomasville, you're also at 72, and you guys got that sun. It looks like right now we are just getting those clouds right now, but all around us, it's pretty sunny, but we are all in the mid-70 temperatures for today. Those winds are coming in from the east right now. It is pretty calm. Apalachicola, you have a little higher wind speed because you are right on that water, so you're getting that sea breeze, but it is coming from the east. Not much wind out there today. It was a very calm day outside, honestly. Those dew points weren't even that high. It wasn't moist. I mean, the air was not moist, meaning it wasn't that humid outside. So that 57 dew point is pretty moderate for this time of year compared to when it was 90 degrees outside and those dew points were in the 70s. This is a very comfortable temperature that we felt today with those dew points. Right now, the satellite and radar shows those clouds that you can see outside. It is cloudy right now. Earlier today it wasn't, but you can see those clouds moving in from this morning. Oh wait, tomorrow morning we're going to see these clouds. This is tomorrow morning. It's going to be a little cloudy when you wake up in the morning, and those clouds are going to continue to come in, and you see these showers down here that they may hit Apalachicola, and we have a 20% chance of getting those showers tomorrow. But what you can expect for tonight, it's going to be a great night to take a walk, take your dog on a walk. Your dog will love that. Or if you like to take cats on walks too, that'll work also. It's going to be 61 degrees in Tallahassee, high 50s all around us. It's going to be beautiful outside, a perfect fall night. You put on your tall boots, your sweater. It is sweater weather, my friends. The marine forecast for tomorrow, 74. You have a little bit of chance of rain. It's not going to be too windy. Pretty good day for the beach. Make sure you wear sunscreen though, because I did get sunburned this weekend just sitting outside. But for tonight, 61 degrees in Tallahassee. It's going to be a little cloudy, very nice, and tomorrow you can expect pretty much the same as today, 74 degrees. You have a chance of rain, so I would recommend bringing your raincoat just in case. Like I said, 71. Oh, it may go up to 84 tomorrow. You never know. Could be a little hot. In that 7-day forecast, you can see those temperatures dropping from that cold front coming in later in the week. But right now, I'm going to hand it off to Sammy for the southeast.
All right, thank you so much, Ariana. So taking a look at those temperatures, you can see Orlando, 79 still. Now, that is fairly warm compared to the majority of the southeast, 74 in Tallahassee, 71 in Montgomery, and as you go forward past Alabama, Louisiana, they're looking at 65 over in Shreveport and 67 over in Houston. Now, pretty cloudy. We do have some sun here and there, but as far as that dew point, you can see that's kind of that big picture we're looking at with that 57 here in Tallahassee and even in the 40s for over in Jackson. So it's feeling much more comfortable than those 70s that we were experiencing the last few weeks here in our region. As far as the winds, you can see it's primarily coming from the east. With this high pressure system, you can start to see some of that clockwise rotation of the winds. Pretty much just some light winds though out of the entire southeast, 5 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour in New Orleans. And as you go as far as Miami, they have a little bit higher of a wind of around 10 miles per hour. So making it feel a little bit more chilly in that area with that. As far as the upper level water vapor, you can see over in Texas, that's where they are getting the majority of the rain. And a little bit off the coast in the Gulf, they have some rain in there as well. They are getting tons of rain, especially throughout the past few days and last week as well. Lots of flooding in that area as well. Now, in this section of the southeast, especially Florida, you can see just some cloud coverage, but not too much here on our radar, because we have this high pressure system kind of situated over the southeast, except for Texas. That's where you can see lots of rain. As far as this cold front though making its way through, we will start to feel that those cold temperatures later in the week. As far as this satellite and radar though, if we zoom on into this Texas area, that's where they are getting lots of rain, especially in the Gulf. So not the greatest day to be out in the Gulf with that, with those storms on in our forecast area. Now, we could see lots of rain, cloud coverage within this area, but that will give us a nice and cooler forecast for tonight. 61 in Tallahassee, 54 in Montgomery, and as far as New Orleans, 68 for that area. Maybe a passing shower or two, but for now I'm going to take it over to the desk.
Thank you, Sammy. As we just saw on the radar there was a lot of rain impacting Texas over the past week. According to CNN, over 10 inches of rain fell in certain areas and 1 to 3 months of rain fell. 12 million people are currently impacted and there are at least 2 deaths in this region.
Yeah, there has been a lot of flooding in Texas. It's a very serious problem because most people don't think flooding is like a very big issue, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the most weather or the highest death toll and weather
it's called a normal disaster.
Yeah.
And right now they're actually declaring a state of emergency for it because when that cold front meant that warm Gulf air, it just caused all that rain to form. They had a pretty dry weekend since that cold front did roll through their area, but with that other one expected to go through central Texas, they can expect the rivers to continue to flood into this week. It's mostly the Llano and the Colorado River right now that are most impacted.
Yeah, it's been flooding since late July and early August too. So all of that rain they've been getting is just rising and rising, the rivers, and they're at capacity, like you said, I'm pretty sure. And this week, the Hurricane Willa is actually coming towards them, bringing more rain this week. So they're going to be flooding even more. It's a very serious thing. You need to be aware of like where you are, like what sea level you're at, because if you're below sea level, that is not good.
Yep, as of last week, a lot of rivers were at near record heights. And the issue right now with the dams is the dams and bridges are both impacted, so they can't lower water into the lakes because the lakes are at full capacity, as we said, which is a huge issue with this right now. So a lot of people are under a mandatory evacuation. And then I was telling you that a bridge actually got swept away from the Llano River, while for the Colorado River, the water level is literally touching the bridge, and they're normally about like 5 feet under.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember I've like seen bad flooding in Louisville when the Ohio River, it snows up north and all the snow melts, so it's crazy that it's at bridge, like it's at the bridge.
Water is one of the most causing deaths for natural disasters, so make sure you take precautions if you're in these affected areas. But now I'm going to take it back home to Tallahassee, where we can see that currently it is 74 degrees, mostly cloudy. We do have some light winds. It was a beautiful day today until these clouds started rolling in, but luckily there was no rain with them. If we look throughout the area, we can see that most of the region is sticking to the mid-lower 70s. Cloud cover in Valdosta as well, but sunny everywhere else. Looking at our dew points, not as muggy as we've been these past few weeks. It's been, again, a beautiful day. It's caused us to cool off a lot, sticking to the 50s with the dew points. But if we look at the surface winds, we can see that Apalachicola is getting some Gulf moisture here, which is expected since they are at the tip right there. But everywhere else, the winds are pretty calm, and expecting all those clouds to move through the area going into tomorrow. Looking again, we have this cold front moving through that we've been talking about. Temperatures are expected to drop again later this week, so expect it to be really nice this weekend, truly feeling like fall in Tallahassee. But we see these winds moving these clouds across as well, and going into tonight, we can see these clouds lingering around for a bit. Mostly cloudy conditions, a bit clearer at the coast right now, St. Mark's and Perry, seeing some clear skies tonight. Going into tomorrow morning, we'll see the clouds roll back through the area, maybe a few coastal showers there in Apalachicola, maybe a shower or two in Quincy, but after 2 o'clock, a 20% chance of rain is expected for that as well. Going into tonight, expect that low to be around 61 degrees. Cloudy conditions again, those clouds are lingering as I just said. But if we look for the rest of the region, rest of the Big Bend, low sticking around the 60s for most of Florida, where Quincy and southern Georgia are in the high 50s as well. So a bit cooler there. Again, as Ariana said, it's a great night to go out for a walk and take advantage of this beautiful fall weather that we've been seeing. Looking at tomorrow, 74 degrees, mostly clear again, except with that 20% chance of rain we might see after 2 o'clock. But it's a really small chance. So again, another beautiful day here in Tallahassee. If you're going to be out at the beach, 84 degrees for your air temp, 76 degrees for your water. It's going to be very sunny out there at the coast again. UV index is high, so make sure you're hydrated and you're applying that sunscreen. And then if we look at the 7-day forecast, we do see where that cold front is moving through the region. 73 going up to 77 on Wednesday. Rain chances decreasing going into Wednesday as well, with that rain chance increasing to 60% from Thursday to Friday, and then decreasing into the weekend. So it's going to be another beautiful game day weekend. Hopefully another no wind in sight as well. We do have those lows sticking around the 50-degree mark, so make sure you have a jacket on you or a sweatshirt. Maybe not a winter jacket yet, but we'll see. I'm going to pass things off to Ariana for the Natty.
Thank you so much, Sloan. So let's take a look at that national forecast that we have here. We got temperatures in the mid-60s all around that west over there, and then if you come over, it is the exact same. It is mid-60s, mid-70s. It is feeling like fall around the United States. I am telling you, it is sweater weather time and pumpkin spice time. That temperature is just beautiful outside. If you walk outside, it is finally fall, which everyone is so excited about. If you look at those dew points, up north of here, you see those very low dew points. That means that air is very dry, so you're going to want to carry around your chapstick with you because your lips are going to get really chapped. Keep moisturizing your hands because your skin is going to get dry, and the air is very dry, no humidity at all. you're not sweating when you're walking outside. If you look down south, we see that green, which shows a little bit higher humidity, but honestly that isn't that high. It's pretty normal for this time of the year. In New Orleans, you have 65, your dew point's at 65. So your air is a little more moist because you are right by that water, so you got that sea breeze coming up to you. But this is normal for fall time of the year. You can see those winds going everywhere. It's pretty calm around the United States right now, honestly. San Francisco, you've got your surface winds at 10, but we can't see this on the map right now, but Hurricane Willa is down near Mexico, down where we can't see the map. So those winds are going to be much stronger down there. But you can see this high pressure system that is moving out of our area right now, and that's why we had a clear day today, and that low pressure system up in the north near Minneapolis is bringing rain to that area. We can see down in Houston what me and Sloan were talking about earlier about all the flooding. This rain is staying there for a while, and it's going to be coming back even more from Hurricane Willa. This upper level water vapor map shows the darker colors up north are the dry air, and then these colors, the blue and the white, are the more moist air, more north in the atmosphere. So you can see, like I said, there was water down by Houston and Dallas that shows here on this map because there is more moisture in the air. If you look at Salt Lake City, they're getting some rain right now. And also up north, this is actually very dry air that we saw on the dry air map. So they have very clear skies right now. But there are some warnings. Air stagnation advisory. So the air is very dry, so you're going to want that chapstick, like I said. There is also a drought monitor in the west, but they were getting some rain, so hopefully that will improve. But still, take cautions. Droughts are not good. They can cause wildfires. Even if it's not that hot out, it's still possible. And up north here in New York, they've got some cloud cover and a little bit of rain, but nothing too crazy going around the United States right now. We have possible storms out in the west and up near New York, but I think that's just that rain. So it's not going to be too crazy. And tonight's forecast, mid-40s everywhere. It's going to be a beautiful night to go out on a walk. And what you can expect for tomorrow, basically the same today all around the United States. You can see that it's going to be a beautiful fall day tomorrow. And we're going to take it back to the desk with actually me and Sammy. So, Sammy, how are we thinking about that forecast going for us down in Mexico with Hurricane Willa?
Well, it was a Category 5 earlier today, but now it is Category 4, which is a little bit better, but it is still 155 miles per hour.
Which is crazy, which is still basically almost a Category 5 because a Category 5 is 157 miles per hour. So basically, it's a very strong storm, so it is dangerous. You need to take precaution, and it sort of just came out of nowhere, but it's going to make landfall, I think, tomorrow morning?
Yeah, so they're going to start feeling those winds, especially overnight, but it's going to make landfall in Mexico. But as it reaches those mountain barriers over near the coast, that's going to actually make the storm
weaken, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Very fast too.
Yeah. So it's already sort of weakening though, because it was a Category 5 earlier today, and now it's already Category 4. So which is good, because if it weakens, it's going to be less destructive to the area, which we don't need any more destruction from hurricanes anywhere. But those mountains, like you said, are going to weaken it because the air won't be able to go up those mountains, which is good. They
are projecting it to be a major hurricane, though, when it hits landfall.
Yeah.
So with those conditions, there's a lot of hurricane precautions you should take, especially if you are in central to southern Mexico. You're going to get tons of rain. Make sure you stock up on water, gas.
Just, prepare for a hurricane. If you are living on that coast, follow the orders that people are telling you to do. It's very important, but it's also going to affect us too, because if you saw that 7-day forecast, the temperature is dropping at a high of 68, I'm pretty sure, because that rain is coming from Willa to us, so it is bringing a cold front, making our temperatures drop, and that rain on Thursday.
Thursday and Friday, we are expecting to get rain.
And that is from the hurricane problem.
That will reach across the coast. Texas, they've already had lots of rain. But for now, we're going to take it over to Sloan, who's going to give us a look around Florida.
Thank you. And not only has it been a beautiful day here in Tallahassee, it's been a pretty nice day for most of our state as well. A few cloud cover here and there, especially in the northern half of this peninsula. But if you look more towards South Florida, we see those warmer temperatures and a bit more sunshine, especially down in the Keys. Dew points haven't been as muggy for the state either. Muggier again down south because their dew points are a bit higher, with the Keys being about in the 70s. But we can see those lower dew points as we get more north, where that cold front actually went into the state. Looking at the satellite and radar for the state, we can see that cloud coverage we were talking about in the Panhandle, and then South Florida having a few pop-up showers here and there, but they're not staying for long. They're moving offshore as we speak. For South Florida, we have those storms again. They're actually offshore now, with the Keys getting a few showers left. Looking at the temperatures, we can see that tomorrow will be about 83 degrees, which is about a 10-degree difference between us and South Florida. Cloud cover in sight, and Naples will be at a hot 88 tomorrow. Make sure you're hydrated if you're down there. But if we're looking at Jacksonville, Gainesville area, that cloud cover moving through the area as well. No showers in sight right now, which is going to continue going into tomorrow as well. As we look at tomorrow's forecast, we'll see that temperatures are sticking around the 70s, low 80s in Gainesville and Ocala, rain along the coast and in the center right here in Gainesville and Ocala, with just some cloud cover the more we move out west towards the Panhandle. Looking at the Panhandle, here's that cloud cover again going into about 8 minutes shy of 6:30 right now. Again, that cloud cover is lingering overnight for this region, as we mentioned, the local. Looking at tomorrow's forecast, rain in sight for most of the region, especially in Mobile and Gulf Shores as well. Temperatures sticking in the 70s and in the high 60s as well. Going to be another beautiful day here out, though, in Florida tomorrow. Those rain chances are pretty low, as we've mentioned as well. Looking at tonight's forecast, we can see these lows are sticking in the 60s for most of the region, but as we go towards South Florida, we'll see them in the mid to high 70s, especially 79 down there in Key West, where they can expect a few overnight showers as well, but cloudy conditions throughout the state as well. And then if we look at tomorrow, we can see the northern half of the state has showers in sight, lows sticking around the high 60s to mid 70s. As we move south, we see those temperatures getting into the 80s as well. A few showers here and there. They're still having their summertime weather down there, so they're having those afternoon showers as well, with those highs at 85 and 83. I'm passing it back to Sammy now to take it back to Tallahassee.
All right, thank you so much, Sloan. So currently around Tallahassee, we are 74. It is still pretty cloudy outside. We had sun earlier in the day, but those clouds started to creep through as the day progressed. As far as current conditions around the Tallahassee area, you can see some sun over in Perry as 75. Quincy looking at around 72, and same with Thomasville. So going to be another nice night here in Tallahassee. As far as those dew points, so looking at 57 for Tallahassee, 54 for Thomasville. That's feeling very comfortable outside. It will make it a beautiful night and into tomorrow with those dew points also fairly low. Looking at our surface winds, it is pretty calm coming from the East Coast, just a light wind, but that is because of that high pressure system. Now, looking at our satellite, we are still pretty cloudy here in the Tallahassee region. Those clouds will stick through overnight and into the early morning hours. And as far as Tuesday afternoon, we do have a little bit of a rain chance, around 20%, especially after 2 p.m., but it will be a fairly cloudy night. As for tonight, 61 with that temperature starting to go into the 50s within the next week. As far as the region, though, you could start to see these temperatures creeping into the 50s. Thomasville 58, Bainbridge 59, but here in Tallahassee 61 and fairly cloudy throughout that Big Bend region. As far as tomorrow, 74, mostly clear, 75 and sunny, just how I like it for tomorrow. looking around that Big Bend region, fairly the same. We do have that 20% chance of rain, especially in the afternoon. That's why you're seeing some of those rain icons around the region. For your beach forecast, though, 84 degrees for the air temperature. That water is going to feel like it will be cooling off, around 76 for that temperature. Skies pretty sunny, and that UV index is fairly high, so make sure you have plenty of sunscreen if you're heading to the beach. As far as that satellite and radar, we have that low pressure system, that cold front, making its way through. You can see that will start to come Thursday with that 68 degrees and 60% chance of rain, and into Friday as well. That's going to be 50% chance of rain for tomorrow. So we do have kind of like a cool off for the next few days. I mean, Sloan, what are you thinking looking at that 7-day forecast?
I think it's going to be truly fall here in Tallahassee. As you were saying before the show, we really hope it's cold front after cold front, just bringing us to that true fall temperature, keeping those muggy conditions away. Hopefully no more rain in sight either. It'd be really nice.
I mean, we do have Halloween starting to approach, so we're getting those cooler temperatures and making it definitely start to feel like fall here.
I mean, we do have those rain changes increasing into Thursday and Friday. As we mentioned earlier, because that cold front will hopefully be moving back through our area and it'll be bringing a lot of moisture back into our region. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful game day weekend on Saturday, 69 degrees as a high. And the game is at noon, so we won't even be really reaching the high yet, so it'll still be a bit cooler then. So make sure you dress appropriately for the game, because it will get chilly, especially in the stadium when that shade rolls in. You know, it gets so cold in the stadium.
Within the next week as well, make sure you're keeping in mind of layers, because that temperature gradient, meaning the temperature in the morning through the afternoon, that's going to start to increase throughout the day. So you may need a sweater in the morning, but maybe in the afternoon, not so much.
Yeah, it was about a 20-degree difference between our low this morning and our high this afternoon. I think our low, my car said about 57, then when I got out of class, they said around like 77. So again, keeping that in mind, maybe take layers you can take off, like a sweatshirt or something with a shirt underneath, because it will get very cold in the morning and very hot back in the afternoon.
Especially for planning your week, looking at Thursday and Friday. We do have those rain chances pretty high. Tomorrow, looking at around 20%, so not as high tomorrow, but later in the week, definitely make sure you have an umbrella.
It is Florida. You never know. The weather can always be unpredictable, especially around this time of year when the seasons are changing. But make sure to follow us on Twitter at FSU Weather.
We have all of those updates, and like us on Facebook as well, /FSU Weather.
And be sure to watch us live on YouTube or look at previous links again at FSU Weather.
And follow us on Instagram. We post pictures, and you can also tag us in your pictures as well.
Especially this weekend while it's game day in Doak. It's going to be a beautiful day. Take pictures of the sky. I'm sure it's going to be great outside. Again, with FSU Weather, I'm student meteorologist Sloan Haynes.
And I'm student meteorologist Sammy Squires. Have a great week.